Banke pepe pepe tam pam banke tum banke pi. Tam 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 tum pam banke tum banke pepe pepe tam pam banke tum banke ecstasy. Tum banke pepe pepe tam pam banke tum banke pi. Ecstasy. Extano. Ecstasy. Extano. Stream is going live. Ecstasy. Extano. Ecstasy. Extano. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bam bange tum bange pepe pepe tam pam bange tum bange ping. Tiki tam tam pam tum pam bange tum bange pepe pepe tam pam bange tum bange ping. Ecstasy. Extano. Que es la bomba que basta ya. Me gusta a mí así. Me gusta a mí así. Me gusta a mí así. Me gusta a mí. Ecstasy. Okay. Alright, back to the Pinkerton Road Studios games. Phoenix Online Studios. Gabriel Knight. Sins of the Fathers. Alright, let's begin. Alright. Good morning, Grace.
Don't mind if I do.
Do what?
Oh, nothing.
Times dated June 19, 1993. A front-page article describes the most recent of the voodoo murders. Gabriel scans it but learns nothing new. The article reiterates that the voodoo aspect of the crime is faked. Gabriel shivers. It looked real enough to him. Elsewhere, there's an article about the history of Jackson Square. Called the Plaza d'Armes under French rule, it was used for executions, firing squads, hangings, even impalement and breaking on the wheel. Yikes! Of course, these days, it's mostly a hangout for tourists, street musicians, and local artists. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Chances of a dark star rising on this day. Do not trust your instincts.
I feel a dark star rising, all right.
Times dated June 19th.
Yes.
The article reiterates that the voodoo act elsewhere
Alright.
called of Gabriel.
Misclick.
Chances.
I feel it. Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
So,
What do you know about voodoo?
I didn't know much of anything about it until you started researching it for your book. Now I know that it's active in the city. There's that shop and museum. It can clearly be dangerous in the wrong hands. You should be careful investigating it.
Börja då med en kopp kaffe, vet du. Damn! Good coffee. And hot.
Good coffee.
Make that 8 nights of nightmares in a row, but there's a bright spot on the horizon. I got Malia Geddes' address, meaning I am but hours from seeing her again. Grrr, I do need to ask her about the lake after all. I'd be a negligent author if I didn't. That reminds me I should stop by and talk to them. Yeah, let's go to Mosley.
Leave my coat alone, Gabriel.
Oh, sorry, your coat. That's mine.
Dramatic, isn't it?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Right.
It's another municipal building, but not one Gabriel has any interest in.
I should add Mosley to the hat. That window leads to Mosley's office. Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
Men thank you. Fan, det är... Grafiken är jävligt uppdaterad, måste jag säga. Efter motoruppdatering. Jag flyttar på bättre, laddar bättre. Ja, animeringarna verkar flytta på det bättre. Ja, hello there.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
Could you get me some coffee?
Are you speaking to me?
Why, yes.
Wow, Deja, leave it to Beaver. I'm the police photographer, sir. You might be able to find someone around here dumb enough to get coffee for you, but it won't be me.
Oh, thanks anyway.
I can give you precise instructions for the handling of hot liquids if you need them.
No, thanks.
Right.
You know, that uniform looks great on you.
Uh-huh. Is that a compliment, or are you asking to borrow my dress?
It's a compliment.
Well, you just never know around here. Thanks, but I'm married.
Oh, never mind.
Married? Well,
Fine. I'll get back to work.
skiter i det.
It's an inbox. The bulletin board is littered with everything from wanted posters to flyers.
Flyers. Okej. Låt oss hälsa på Mosley här. Mostly.
Hey, mostly.
Knight, I had a feeling you'd show up.
Mosley was one of those beefy guys in his youth. Now he's getting lumpy. The badge in his front coat pocket is set off particularly well by the gold polyester of his jacket.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Do you know anything about the patterns around the bodies?
Yeah, weird, huh? All 7 victims had those marks around them. We've got all the marks on file, but we haven't figured out what, if anything, they mean.
Can I see the other 6 patterns?
Sure. People like that kind of stuff, don't they? Might make the book seem more mysterious. Go talk to Officer Franks. Tell her I said you could see the file.
Tell me about yourself.
For the book?
Sure, why not?
Okay. What do you want to know?
What are your plans for the future?
Well, you know, I don't like to count my chickens before they're hatched, but I don't see why I can't be the chief of police of Nolans someday.
Oh.
I already know the mayor, and my track record is one of the best in the department.
I'm sure it's just a matter of moments, mostly.
Yeah, you'll see.
Mostly. Do you have any hobbies, man?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Sure, no problem. Okay, anything else?
Trying for a real estate job with that coat?
No? Are you trying out for a janitorial job with that hair?
Oh.
Have you ever called the hair club for men?
Oh my
I'd
god.
rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
So how do you find anything in this office? It looks like a war zone in here.
Hey, I get my job done. I'm a detective, not Betty Crocker.
No, and I am David Crockett.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Have a good one.
Bum, ba, ba, da, bum, ba. Hello again.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
So, what's it like being a policewoman?
The glamour never ceases.
Can you get a file for me?
What file would that be?
The Voodoo Murders file. Detective Mosley said I could see it.
Really? Well, if you said so.
Yo, pick up the phone. No. Well, thank you.
There it is. You can look at it all you want, but don't leave this area with it, okay? And no photocopies either, I'm afraid.
Of course. I understand completely.
It's the official police file containing the partial patterns from the Voodoo murders. The folder is marked with the warning, not to leave the police station.
Oh shit.
Gabriel opens and reads the police file.
I guess that's it.
Don't leave the room with that file, please.
There's nothing of interest.
Maybe we can put it back.
I'm done.
Yeah, thanks.
Well,
That camera looks professional.
Hey, hey, hey.
Knight, come on in.
Can I ask you?
You're the writer. Ask away.
as ifrån som där.
I got those photographs you left for me.
Really? Great. What'd you think?
Astonishingly lifelike.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You got any more ideas for photos for the book?
A cop author photo might be nice.
You and me? Together?
Why not? Of course, you'll have to try to tone down your masculinity.
Well, okay. I'll call the police photographer. Franks, come in here a minute, would you? And bring your camera.
Get a move on, Franks.
What did you need, Detective Mosley?
We need a picture, please. And make it a good one, eh, sweetheart?
Sure, sweetheart.
Say, chintzy.
Was there anything else, Knight?
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight. Make it fast.
Yeah! Alright. This is not to be left. Okay. Vi kopierar lite. Åh fy fan.
Just wanna check this machine here.
Polisen bara nej, ingen koll liksom. Ja, vi kopierar. Lägg tillbaka. Fan. Original. Pick up the goddamn phone. Hallå! Det har brunnit. Alltså det här måste starta.
There's a temperature gauge on the wall near Mosley's office.
Det som står do not touch där. Skruva upp värmen lite. Basta här. Don't touch. Skruva upp den lite.
The mirror reflects. That's all it does.
Yes. So.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's... Oh, never mind. I already know.
Oh. Få fängar.
Would you just get in here?
Fixa till barret
Hurry
lite.
up, would you?
Aldrig helt fel. Då ska vi se.
Okay, ready.
Say cheese! Quit spinning! Blink boink.
Thanks, hon. Let me know when you get them developed. The photos, that is.
Yeah, sure.
Anything else, Knight?
How about one of me and Officer Franks?
Gee, I don't know. Franks? Just kidding, Franks. You want to get me fired for sexual harassment night?
Jävla gris
Yeah,
alltså.
ha. Now, is there anything else, or can I let this lady go back to her desk?
Nope. That's about it.
Wow.
Great. Thanks, Franks. Hey, I made a rhyme.
You're astonishing, mostly.
Don't call me that in front of the lady, wise guy. Thank God I can take this thing off again. Damn, it's hot.
Jaså, varmt.
Okay, anything else?
Nja. Well,
Do you know anything about snakes?
The only thing I know about snakes is that I don't like them.
I don't like him.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Lots? Can you be more specific?
What kind of evidence have you found?
No fingerprints, a few bare footprints. Found a few fibers, but not many. The weirdest one was leopard fur.
Oh.
Leopard fur.
Just like in my dream.
How many murders have there been so far?
7 murders have so far been linked to the Voodoo Murders case.
7.
First murder occurred about 8 weeks ago. The MO is the same in each murder. Lake Pontchartrain was the 7th.
En gång i veckan.
Do you know anything about the killers?
At least 20 people attend the killings. We know this from the variety of footprints found at the scenes.
Footprints. Aren't those as good as fingerprints?
Can be, but we'd have to have a suspect in custody first, and the suspect would have to match one of the few distinct prints we have. Most of the footprints are smudged, trodden over, unreadable. These guys are so casual in their expertise, it's maddening. Like they know we'll never find them.
Describe the crime scenes.
Well, there's the corpse itself, minus the heart. Around where the body was killed, we find marks and flour and blood. There are traces of wax from candles, red and black. Ordinary wax candles, so the lab reports.
Wax.
Also blood and feathers of chickens, and goat's blood. And plenty of the victim's own, of course.
Stay away from the voodoo.
What's the coroner say?
The victim's heart is always ripped out of the chest and missing. We haven't located a single one.
Lovely. Any idea what they do with them?
Don't even want to know. Also, the coroner says some of the victims had heart attacks before the incision. Literally scared to death. The knife wounds are consistent with a long, narrow, wavy-edged knife. Probably a ritualistic dagger.
Any witnesses?
Nope. There's never been a single witness. No one's even heard a disturbance. It's damned weird. Like they just don't want people to see. And so nobody sees nothing.
Know anything about the victims?
The victims are all out-of-towners. We still don't know why.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Sure, no problem.
How about getting me some coffee?
Coffee? You want coffee?
Should that surprise you?
Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict. It's just that what we got here hardly qualifies.
So I'm desperate.
If it's your stomach, I'll get you some when we're done talking.
That long?
All right, I'll go now.
Get the hell out of
Don't
here
touch
and
anything
get...
while I'm gone.
Nej, I shall never ever touch your goddamn stuff, man. Only like this.
Moses caught. His badge is in the front.
Maybe we can borrow it, no? Aj, aj, aj. Well, that's a crime. Nej!
I think I'll just borrow this bag.
Som sagt, hon lånar den bara. Oh, oh.
Hey, what are you doing with my coat?
Ingenting!
Nothing. I thought I saw something crawling on it.
Just drink this.
Thanks, tons. I mean it.
Mhm. Please, de måste göra uppföljaren till det här spelet. Det ska ju vara så jävla legend. Kan de inte kickstarta, kan de lägga in pengar direkt. Så jävla...
Okay. Anything else?
Kör en liten...
Are those new shoes? What are those, loafers? Kind of a mud brown suede kind of thing?
Hey, I'm on my feet all day, all right? Is that okay with you?
Mostly. I'm being perfectly sincere.
Mostly.
You and my grandmother. Right.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
There's voodoo that goes on in this city, sure. I looked into it a bit at the beginning of this case. But the voodoo stuff found at the crime scenes is all faked. It doesn't have anything to do with the real stuff. I know. I asked some experts. It's intimidation tactics, that's all.
Det säger du? Okej.
A microwave? If Gabriel knows Mosley, it's used exclusively for frozen corn dogs. Gabriel wouldn't put anything in that microwave.
He says the wooden murder aspects are fake, but I'm not sure why the police have reached that conclusion unless it's just to mollify local practitioners at the scenes. They found goat's blood, candle wax, and even leopard fur. The woman I see in my nightmares changed into a leopard. I know it's a coincidence, but it's a damn strange. I think I'm done here. I think.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Have a good one.
See you later, Captain. Don't mess with it.
Gabriel decides to give Mosley a break and not change the temperature.
Come on! Jag skulle varit ner värmen lite fan så det blir... Let's roll. Unauthorized copy. Achievement. Då ska vi se.
Gabriel has a photocopy of the official police file containing the partial patterns from the voodoo murder.
That's good to have. Yeah. Okay.
Potted roses mark the entrance to the house.
Be a gentleman.
Gabriel didn't come here to mess with the plants.
Come on, the lady want a rose.
Tall, narrow shutters provide beauty and protection.
Knock on the door. Okej. Hallå? Fan nu då. Nu vart det någonting galet här. Hörru. Så ja. Man funderar på om man skulle våga knacka eller inte. Knack, knack, knack!
I had help you? My name is Detective Mosley. I'm here on police business.
Sure.
Really? How interesting. Wait here. I'll inform Miss Getty.
Använd Mosleys bricka. Mosley.
Miss Getty will see you. This way.
Men det var ju inte så svårt att komma in.
Miss Getty will be down shortly.
Thank you.
Oh.
What can I do for you, Detective?
You don't know. Okej.
Modern art?
More or less. It's a Picasso.
Beautiful women. They must be relatives.
They are. Genuine lion skin.
I can imagine doing things on that rug.
Där kom det!
Oh, nothing.
För helvete.
It would be rude to take that now, but Gabriel makes a mental note about it for the prenuptial. Roses and gardenias give the air a sweet taste.
Nice statue. I like it.
Thank you. It's The Rebellious Slave by Michelangelo.
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Miss Getty?
I assume that's what you're here for, Detective.
Can you tell me anything about what happened out at the lake?
I wish I could, but I've never seen or heard anything unusual at the lake. And I do spend quite a bit of time out there.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm no expert. I don't fear them like most people do.
Tell me about your life in New Orleans.
The Getty family came to New Orleans in 1800. We worked very hard to get where we are. On the other hand, we've done a lot for this community.
I can believe that. You're doing a lot for me right now. What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Why would you want to know about that, Detective? It's rather silly, isn't it?
There's nothing silly about the voodoo murders.
But that voodoo is faked. That's what I've read in the papers.
That's what the papers say, all right.
But you're not convinced.
No, frankly, I'm not. The police department isn't known for its imagination.
Oh? Well, I can see that your imagination is considerable.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose I don't really have a choice. What do you want to know, Detective?
What kind of things interest you?
I don't have a lot of free time, but I do appreciate the arts. Opera, symphony, ballet, fine art. If you look around, you'll see that we collect African art, for example.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
It is, Detective. It means a great deal to me.
Tell me about your family.
The Gettys? We're a very private family.
How many people are there in your family?
Well,
My mother just passed away.
Oh, I am sorry.
So am I. She was a magnificent woman. We were very close. I was an only child.
And your father?
I never knew him.
It's hard to believe that any man would leave a woman like you. Or like your mother must have been.
He did not leave, Detective. But that's really none of your concern.
I'm sorry. Go on.
There are, of course, other Gettys in the city. I have a large extended family.
I see. Do you have a husband, boyfriend?
I'm very independent, Detective. The women in my family have always preferred it that way.
Ah,
So, you've never been married?
flirty
No.
lite.
And I never will be.
What about children?
Yes, that is likely. Someday.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
As you wish, Detective.
Excuse me, but your eyes are really distracting. I don't think I've ever seen a color quite like that brownish gold. It's so deep and rich. Man, if I could bottle that, I'd make a fortune.
Thank you, Detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not relevant to your case.
Nah.
A good detective never knows what might be relevant, Miss Getty.
Then you must be truly exceptional at your job.
I can't help noticing that you're in incredible shape, Miss Getty. Your legs are so strong. Do you work out at one of the clubs by the lake?
Well, Detective, I do enjoy physical activity.
Oh, me too.
Actually, I was referring to swimming and modern dance. I can't say that I do much exercising at the lake, though.
Ah, well, it was worth asking.
I think this has gone on long enough. You're not really a detective,
Busted.
are you?
Who, me? Well, I am on this case, Miss Getty.
I saw you at the lake yesterday. I thought you must be with the police since you were there, but you don't act like a police officer. Besides, I'm rather certain that the other man said his name was Mosley.
Oh.
All right, you caught me. I'm not with the police. My name is Gabriel Knight. I'm a writer working with Detective Mosley on a book.
Well, Mr. Knight, now that we've established who you are, perhaps you can tell me the real reason you're here.
Well, I am researching the book, and I thought you might have seen or heard something at the lake.
I don't like liars, Mr. Knight.
Okay, you're right. I really just wanted to see you again. You can be mad at me if you want, but I swear I've never done anything like this before.
Mr. Knight, you lied about your identity and wasted my time with
Jävla
meaningless
player.
questions. If it weren't vaguely flattering, I'd really be angry. You're lucky I don't call the real police. I think you should go, Mr. Knight.
Malia, wait. If you just give me a chance.
I've wasted enough time. I'll have Robert show you out.
Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Oh, yeah.
Robert? Show Mr. Knight out, please.
Mr.
I
No.
most certainly will.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much. I had a lovely time. Shit.
Han teleporterar sig genom dörren. Okej. Då är vi färdiga här då. Tror jag. Tillbaka till Friends kvar. Jackson Square. Ja. Doobie Dogs.
Oh, hey! Come back here. Hey!
Vad fan hände?
Ugh! Unbelievable. Rotten luck.
Oj, jag har en pappershög inne. Ja.
There's a drawing caught up against the statue.
Ja, det var väl inte riktigt det där.
Gabriel can't reach the drawing from where he is.
You dance pretty well for a kid.
Give me some money then.
I don't have any.
Then don't block the view, mister.
Oh.
Do you do requests?
Got any money?
No.
Something to eat?
No.
There you have it. No.
Can't think of anything at the...
Okay then.
Could I get a doobie dog, please?
Not now. I'm busy.
An unambitious person in the 90s. Amazing.
And that was the 90s.
A doobie dog vendor has set up business in the square. He has his nose buried in a paperback novel. Gabriel notices that it is not one of his. Big surprise. The vendor wouldn't be interested.
Hello, are you selling doobie dogs or not?
The vendor ignores Gabriel.
Jag säger det. Jaha, okej.
Gabriel might need the goodwill, but he can't afford to make a donation right now.
Nej.
The chancel of St. Louis Cathedral consists of a raised dais, an altar, 2 pedestals, and a choir area.
Malia Sharp. It didn't take too long to figure out I wasn't a cop, and then it took even less time for her to kick me out. But there's just something about her. I'm pretty sure she feels the attraction too. The good old night charm hasn't failed me yet. It's nice to know I'm not the only person with bad luck. Saw a student artist lose a drawing today. Wish I could get it back for him. Hey, I'm being entirely unselfish about that.
Stupid wind. Now I have to start all over.
How's it going?
Life sucks. I just lost 2 days worth of work.
Those drawing tools are amazing.
Yeah, they're great for laying lines, angles, circles, you know, anything geometric. It's pretty meticulous, but I prefer it to freehand.
Can you draw anything with those tools?
They're great for ordered complex forms and patterns, but they won't help me do Monet.
What are you working on now?
Just starting another drawing of the cathedral.
Beep-a-dee, beep-a-dee, beep-a-dee.
A lone drummer beats out the haunting.
What's up, man?
Huh?
Hello, motherfucker. Yep.
Bonjour, Monsieur Walker.
Bienvenue, Madame Casanova. Comment ça va? How you be feeling today?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Walker. I'm certain someone's buried a sleep knot bag somewhere near my steps. I haven't slept a wink, not in weeks.
Now don't that beat all. I'll need some easy night candles then, huh?
Do you think that would help? I do hope you're right. I said 3 rosaries this morning for Our Lady's intervention.
Rosary good, sure enough, but you burn them candles too, boy, you gonna whip any no-sleep gree-gree, I tell you for sure.
Very well, Mr. Walker. Put them on my account and send them around to my house. Oh, and there's another thing. I didn't catch her at it, but I know Mrs. Lefebvre put stomachache powder in my tea at the last meeting of the Creole Grand Dame. I've been in misery.
Now you put 9 pinheads up in the little box. Add a pinch of graveyard dust, put it up under her front post step. That'll turn the trick back on Miss Lefebvre, and she be the one with the bellyache. I got the pins of dust right here if you want them.
If the Blessed Virgin will grant me her protection, I'll be safe from these practitioners of evil.
Oui, madame. Though, don't hurt to be proactive neither now, does it?
Naturellement, monsieur. Merci beaucoup.
Mais non, madame. It's nothing. Au revoir.
Au revoir, Monsieur Walker.
Wap. Let the dog.
The Dixieland drugstore has a rather terrifying way of dealing with shoplifters.
Stealing from us and the police won't be the only thing on your trail.
The sign says, Special St. John's Eve Lagnia. Free bottle of lover come back to me oil, or master gambling oil with every purchase over $50.
Lagnia. My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means. A little something extra.
Lagnia. What's up, Willie?
Hi there. Is this your store?
This the Dixieland drugstore. And I own it. Me. Name's Walker. Willie Walker.
Willie Walker. Fan.
What do you know about the voodoo murders? What did you say?
Nothing, but them killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
Asså.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's the biggest night of the year in voodoo.
What goes on exactly?
I couldn't say.
That customer of yours, the little old lady.
Customer?
The woman I saw in here, Madame Casanova, you called her.
I don't talk about my customers to men who come in off the street.
What did you mean when you said Cabri Saint-Cor?
I didn't say that.
You did. I heard you say it.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
Yes, you did.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What kind of snakes?
The kind they use in voodoo?
Pythons, boas, so I've heard.
Really? Do you have one?
Are you crazy? What would I want with a python?
Brood bags, curio boxes, and magic candles. Sold as curios only. We cannot guarantee results. It's a mannequin wearing a crocodile mask.
It must be the crocodile thing, but even I'm not interested in undressing that mannequin.
The poster advertises a voodoo play from last fall. Brood bags, curio box, herbal oils for love, luck, power, and success. Garlic, cloves, and other dried goods and spices are collected in the bowls. The shelf holds containers of dried items, flowers, grasses, and black cat bones.
Black cat bone.
I'd have to smell those if I opened them.
What do we have here? Museum.
Welcome, my friend. Hello.
Yeah,
I am the proprietor, Dr. John. If you have any questions, I would be happy to assist.
Great. My
No,
name
you're
is
not.
Knight.
A
I'll
Lannister
probably take you
always
up on that.
subscribes. Leijona. Okay.
The voodoo shrine is filled with items that both fascinate Gabriel and also make his skin crawl.
Will that look sacrilegious? This coffin is so small. A waste of some perfectly good wine, if you ask me. Wonder who that poor bastard was. Magenta Moonbeam. Voodoo Inn.
A flyer advertising Magenta Moonbeam, a local voodoo inn. Her parlor is on the corner of Orleans and Dauphine.
Reminds me of a book critic for the New York Times. Looks like Jack Nicholson.
Vad fan! Jack...
Looks like Jack Nicholson.
Flickering candles lend an appropriately spooky
He
atmosphere
looks like
to
Jack
the museum.
Nicholson. Oh, okay. Wishing stone.
An official voodoo wishing stump. Rub it and make a wish, a card says.
Okay.
Funny, I say the same thing to women.
Men vad fan! Rabbit, man.
I wish Molly Getty were mine forever.
Fy fan, lägg ner.
I mean it.
What was that?
Huh? Nothing.
Oh, god damn it, dude.
That must be Marie Laveau.
Oh, Marie Laveau from American Horror Story.
Something about the shape of that knife gives Gabriel the creeps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. I'd probably cut my own head off with that thing.
And how the fuck?
A street drummer has settled outside the museum.
Doobie-doobie-doo, doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doop. Djungeltelegrafen går för fullt.
Gabriel can't do anything with the drummer on the street. A very large, very formidable looking snake is secured in a plexiglass cage.
Okay.
The python is quite dangerous. I would stay back if I were you.
Thanks for the advice.
Gabriel doesn't recognize the museum's flags.
Okay. Dr. John.
Dr. John is a huge man. If his manner weren't so pleasant, he'd be intimidating.
Dr. John, Dr. John. Come in, Dr. John, Dr. John.
Given the man's size, that doesn't seem advisable.
I wanted to talk to him. Not hit him.
Could I ask you a few questions?
That is why I am here.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo, or the voodoo currently practiced in the city.
Tell me about historical voodoo.
Very well. I will start at the beginning, Mr. Knight, and will go on from there at your prompting.
Sounds good.
As you may know, voodoo is a grassroots religion, formed by the mixing together of many different African tribal religions and Anglo religions, such as Catholicism or Protestantism. In other words, it is a religion born of the African slave trade. But African slaves were imported not only by the United States, but also into the West Indies, with the French and Spanish-ran plantation islands. Prior to 1803, the New Orleans area was owned by France. The French Creole in those days owned many African slaves. But the Creole did not permit their slaves to gather, giving no chance for voodoo to breed here natively. The Creole also knew enough about the corrupted pagan practices of the West Indies slaves to ban the importings of slaves from that region.
So how did voodoo come to New Orleans?
After the Louisiana Purchase, American legislators relaxed regulations. Slaves were permitted to gather. The Americans also removed the ban on West Indies slaves. Around the same time, a slave revolt occurred in Santo Domingo, what is now Haiti. Between the lifting of the ban and the Haitian Revolt, West Indies slaves began pouring into New Orleans. Some of them were free people of color, freed or escaped slaves. Some came with their white owners who
skulle
were
inte
fleeing
orka
from the
med och
revolt.
lyssna på sån här dialog. Skulle klicka förbi allting. Bla 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 bla. Men det här är nice, alltså. Soft game.
What happened when the West Indies slaves got here?
They brought voodoo with them. The native slaves were more than enthusiastic about embracing it. It gave them power, Mr. Knight, if only in the form of a communal bond. Among the first meeting places were the Bayou St. John and the Shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The early voodoos were heavy snake worshippers, worshipping the one they called the Great Zombie.
Great Zombie.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
By 1817, the voodoo activities were beginning to cause fear among the white slave owners. An ordinance was passed to forbid slave gatherings except in designated public areas at designated times. The time was Sunday afternoons, and the place, Congo Square. The slaves and free people of color gathered to dance simulations of their voodoo dances, right in sight of Creole society. Of course, they also continued to meet in private for the real thing.
Real thing.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
There were a variety of kings and queens at first, voodoo priests and priestesses. But from about 1830, a single power emerged. This was a voodoo queen named Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau ruled voodoo in New Orleans for many years.
Tell me about Marie Laveau.
There were actually two Marie Laveaux, mother and daughter. Most people thought they were the same woman. Her continued youth added to the mystique. The original, the mother, was also known as Widow Paris. It was she that began the empire.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
The Laveau tomb, where one or both of the Maries are believed to be buried, is in St. Louis Cemetery No. 1. It is a popular shrine for practitioners and tourists alike. I myself take tours through the cemetery on a regular basis.
Really? Do you have any running this week?
No, but the cemetery is open to the general public as well.
Tell me about current voodoo.
Many people think of voodoo in terms of magic spells or gree-gree. That kind of practice is actually called hoodoo and is only a part of true voodoo. Voodoo, the religion, has a strong following in New Orleans. In fact, it is growing quite rapidly. There are several voodoo churches or temples in the city, and others all across the United States. African Americans see it as a tradition all their own. Whites, and there are many in the religion, are attracted to it because they think it is exotic. I personally am more interested in the history of voodoo. Some of the new movements are copying Haitian or even African voodoo, but it is the voodoo of New Orleans that I find so intriguing.
Voodoo.
What exactly is hoodoo?
Hoodoo
refers to magic folk traditions of the South. Hoodoo is a bastard of voodoo. Many of the gree-gree are similar, but hoodoo does not have the religious aspects of voodoo.
Nice to chatting with you, man.
The back wall displays various voodoo items, such as offerings of fruits to the voodoo deities.
Please, do not touch the drums. They are authentic.
Authentic what?
Drums. Do not touch them.
Authentic drums. It's made of buckskin or human skin.
It's an electrical switch.
Turn it on. Oh! Wait a minute.
What does this do?
Turn that thing off.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, look at the snake.
We have air conditioning, you see.
Yeah, I see.
Ormen fick ryck. God damn it.
Gabriel has no interest in the noisy fan at the moment.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Bye
Come
bye.
back again.
Moonbeam Resident.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Gabriel opens a cash register to examine the take, or in the case of St. George's books, the mistake.
I trust you can live without this old gift certificate.
Gabriel, that's all the change I have. Touch it and you can kiss your hand goodbye.
Would I do that to you?
Gabriel doesn't want to take that with him. Gabriel doesn't want...
Okay. Then we not taking that with us.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Back to the Jackson Square. In the Jackson Let's try this.
The $20 gift certificate for St. George's.
Do you like books? Look at this.
I have this gift certificate.
I'm busy.
It's good for $20 at St. George's Books. Finest bookstore in New Orleans.
Really? I'll have to check it out sometime.
You could take this gift certificate with you. If you'll give me a doobie dog.
A doobie dog for a $20 gift certificate? Sure, here you go.
Mm-hmm. We like that. beep, beep, beep. And then goes marching over there. How about that, man?
You wouldn't like a doobie dog by any chance?
Would I?
There you go, man.
Thanks, mister. You got any special requests? Let me know.
Yes, I have a special request for you.
You mentioned something about special requests.
Yeah, you got one?
Yes, I have.
Can you fit through the bars around the statue?
Can I? Just watch me.
Good. There's something in there I can't quite reach.
There we go.
Can you reach that piece of paper?
Sure thing.
Yeah, and that will conclude today's stream.
Here you go.
Thanks, kid.
Yup. See ya.
So, there we go. Okay, let's see. Jackson Square. Doobie dog. All right, and we'll be seeing you later.